So I've been using the Slim 7i and the Pro 7i for a while now. I've owned the Pro 7i for 6 months as my main laptop. It's been doing everything from gaming to video editing. And my sister recently purchased this Slim 7i and I've been playing around with it a lot just to kind of compare it to my Pro 7i. And trust me when I say these two are way different laptops, way more different than you think. And I want people to make the right choice. So today I'm going to compare them and tell you which one is for who. When it comes to build quality, both of them are built really well. I've had zero issues with either of them, so there's no quality of life issues or anything like that when it comes to the build quality on these. But the Slim 7i is built entirely out of aluminum. This gives it a really premium feel, and you trust that if it accidentally falls out of your hand, it's not going to break or anything. However, the Pro 7i is built entirely out of plastic, except for this bottom panel. So it gives me a little bit to worry about, and it feels a little bit more breakable. Let's talk about the port selection on these two laptops. Both of these have amazing port selection, and that's mostly due to them having ports on the back of the laptop. This is more like a Lenovo / Alienware signature where they include a lot of ports on the back of their laptops. And this helps them a lot. I've never seen any other laptop, except for maybe the new Alienwares, having as many ports as these have. And that is incredible. For example, on the Pro 7i, you have a Thunderbolt port and a USB-A port. On the back, you have the charging port, 2 more USB-A port, a HDMI 2.1 port, which is incredible if you want to plug a 4K 120Hz monitor or TV to it. That's really good. And you have another USB display port at the back. And you even get an Ethernet port on the back of the laptop. Moving on to the right side of the laptop, you have another USB-A port and a webcam shutter switch, as well as a full-sized aux port. Now the Slim 7i does take the edge for me in this category as well. It has everything I just mentioned on the Pro 7i, except that on the right side of the laptop, instead of having that Ethernet cable, you're substituting it for a full-sized SD card slot, which I think is the way to go, to be honest. If you're a creator and you're on the go, you want that full-sized SD card slot. I don't really know anyone who still uses an Ethernet cable to plug their laptops in, so I would give the edge to the Slim when it comes to portability as well. Now let's talk about the screens on these two laptops. They're both 16 inches. They both have 16:10 aspect ratio instead of the more normal 16:9 aspect ratio, which I think is better to have the 16:10 because you have a little bit more vertical space to look at. The resolution on the Pro 7i is 1600 by 2560. So that's a little bit above a 2K display, and that's to compensate for the 16:10 aspect ratio. The resolution on the Slim 7i is actually 3000 by 2000. So this specific model came with the 3K display. You can also get this with the same screen that the Pro has, but this specific one has the 3K display. Now that resolution is really good for if you want to do some creative work on the Slim 7i. But if you're playing video games, it's a little bit hard to push that 3K with a 4070 on the Slim 7i. So if you want to play games most of the time, I would spec this Slim 7i with the 2K display rather than the 3K display. But if you're going to be doing a lot of professional work, I would get the 3K display. The 3K display comes with 165 Hz refresh rate, and that's going to be really good if you want to be playing video games. That's if you can push those frames on the 3K display. On the Pro 7i model, you have a 2K 244 Hz display. So this is geared more towards professional gamers or just casual gamers as well. That 244 Hz display is going to give you a really smooth gaming experience or just overall scrolling experience. In 2024, a lot of laptop displays are going with OLED or mini LED options, and none of these two have those options. These are both IPS displays, and that concerns me a little bit. Not to say that these are bad screens, they look amazing. But if you've already used a laptop or screen with OLED, then you might not think these look as good as they do. When it comes to the keyboards on these laptops, they both have almost the same layout, But what I found different about them is that the Pro 7i has the softer keys. So I actually prefer the keys on the Slim 7i because the keys are a little bit harder to press, which I actually like. So when you press a key, you know that you're pressing that key, you get that little bit of feedback on your finger. Whereas on the Pro 7i, it's very soft and mushy feeling, and I don't like that on a laptop. Both of the keyboards have numpads if you're into that, but to be honest, I think that they should have just centered the entire keyboard, and that would have given them a lot of space to use for other things. But if you like numpads, it's there. So I would give the keyboard edge to the Slim 7i. Let's talk about performance. In my opinion, this is a big area where it's going to leave you choosing the Pro 7i or the Slim 7i. So if you want the best of the best performance, you want the absolute best FPS you can get in games, then you're going to have to go with the Pro 7i. And nothing else matters, because you can spec this to a 4090, but you can only spec this up to a 4070. And those are night and day performance differences. We're talking about 50 to 60% performance differences between a 4070 and a 4090 on the Pro 7i. If you're okay with getting 30 to 40% less performance though, and you're only going to do some casual gaming, and you're going to be doing some normal workflows like video editing and etc., then the 4070 on the Slim 7i is very capable as well. And I would actually think that this is the better choice, because this laptop comes with a premium of price and weight. When it comes to battery life, the Slim laptop actually lasts about an hour longer than the Pro laptop. And this is mostly due to the 4080 that's in this and the 4070 that's into the Slim laptop. Neither of these scores is good battery life to say, but they're both okay for when you're mostly using a laptop plugged in and sometimes you want to plug it out to go to the kitchen or like the balcony to do some work. So when it comes to battery, the Slim takes the win. So when it comes to choosing between these two laptops, I think that the Pro 7i is for people who want a portable machine rather than a laptop. This weighs 3 kilograms. And I know it's powerful, but if you put this on your lap, you're constantly worrying about it falling from your lap because of how much it weighs. You're not comfortable using it on your lap. And when you put it in your backpack, you know it's there. It's going to weigh on your back. So I don't think that this is a laptop. This is more like a portable computer. Now, having said that, it's a really powerful portable computer. So if you're okay with not having something that's portable, this is really good. Really, really good. It will handle everything that you throw at it. However, if you want something that's portable, if you want a laptop to say, and you want something to put on your lap and not worry that it's going to fall down, something that has a better build quality, has the better keyboard, has the better trackpad, has the better screen, and weighs 1 kilograms less while being smaller and including all the ports as well as a full-sized SD card, this is a really good option. But just keep in mind that sometimes it does heat up, and the weaknesses of this laptop are in the thermals. So if you have this on your lap and you're doing some work, it will heat up and it will get uncomfortable. But having said that, there isn't anything out there right now except the new Core Ultra chips that are coming out that can solve this issue for you other than a MacBook. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you make the right choice between these two great laptops. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Thank you.